When something is causing an uncomfortable emotion either immediately or my brain is metacognitively adding to the suffering, I always take a pause and I think, what would my ancestor in their natural environment and element do in this situation or be experiencing? For example, if I have a long to-do list and a lot of tasks to complete and I get anxious, that anxiety in itself is something that's like uncomfortable. But then metacognitively, I can be like, oh, I shouldn't be anxious. Like, why? It's just, I know like there's, it's just a to-do list. You just do your things. Why is it causing all of this? Something's wrong with me, blah, blah, blah. I breathe. And then I think, what would a cave woman in this situation be experiencing or doing? She wouldn't have a abstract to-do list and all of these things to do. She'd just be living in a low stimulating environment, doing one task as the day requires, seeing her tribe members going out for a hunt, not thinking about, oh my gosh, I have to apply for financial aid, I have to pay the bills, I have to do the laundry, all that. Of course, it's going to overload your brain and everything's going to feel important or urgent or both. It can be so easy to add salt to the wounds by thinking, oh my gosh, of course I should be able to know, like, and prioritize just like that. But prioritization is a skill. You're not born with it. Computer science, yet again, has a very useful application in this scenario, which are data structures, specifically a priority queue. So your computer needs to have some way of storing different types of information. For example, your YouTube account, it's got to be stored in some way. Different data structures have different uses. In hospitals, a very common data structure is a priority queue because not all patients have the same urgency of health conditions. Someone in a concussion would need resources more urgently allocated to them versus someone who's coming in with like a sprain. We have to tell the computer how is that data structure, the priority queue, stored. It's not born innate in a computer. We have to all engineer that stuff. And it's the same with our brains because our ancestors didn't need to do this stuff that modern society requires us to. So we have to recognize that and also cut out the pridefulness of thinking that prioritization should be an inborn skill, which can just make us at war with ourselves.